This is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine. My rifle is my best friend. It is
War.
my life.
For eternity, man has tried perfecting it. But when does war take such an impact that is never forgotten? The Vietnam War will forever live, not only in our memories, but also in our culture. The Vietnam War was a major turning point in our history. Music entirely changed to rebellious and politically driven, along with the movie genres. Movies became more action-packed after the war. The Vietnam War was possibly the most influential war in our popular culture and history. It changed our views on war forever.
We are the masters of our enemy. We are the saviors of my life. So be it, until there is no enemy, but peace. Amen.
I enlisted in '63 because the draft was going on, and I did not want to be in the Army, so I joined the Air Force in '63, enlisted, and I got out Christmas of '67. And most of the people back in the United States were not supporting the war. There was a student protest against it. A lot of young men were going to Canada. The Vietnam War was not very well supported.
This scene from Rambo is a perfect example about what Mike was talking about.
There's a diner about 30 miles up the highway.
Is there any law against me getting something here?
Yeah, me.
Why are you pushing me?
What did you say?
So why are you pushing me? I haven't done anything to you.
First of all, you don't ask the questions around here. I do. You understand? Secondly, we don't want guys like you in this town.
I lost a few friends in military combat who had been drafted in the Army.
Like Mike said, many were lost during the war. Some post-war bands wrote songs on the subject. One of those bands was Metallica. Metallica was not the only band to use the Vietnam War as inspiration for their songs. Guns N' Roses' shell-shocked lyrical powerhouse, Civil War, is another perfect example.
I think the Vietnam War was poorly fought. We didn't have support of our country or, in the end, of our White House or our president or any of our senators, whatever. So I don't think the war was portrayed justly.
How did you feel after the war?
I served my country and I felt good about that.
Unfortunately, citizens did not feel the same way as Mike did. People gathered around and even had parades protesting our involvement in the war. Even post-war, they would shout degrading slurs at veterans passing by. Due to the protests and insults, many of the veterans felt their lives were meaningless and their bravery was wasted.
I said, the CNC ship went down. I said, I don't think there are any survivors. He said, okay. And it was just one of those things, we just continued on.
The soldiers faced many hardships coming back, whether it was as simple as finding a job or adjusting to the peacefulness of being back in their own country. Two depictions of these situations would be Easy Rider and Deer Hunter. The veterans also had to learn how to go back to interacting with their previous friends and families. Once most veterans got back, their friends and families treated and looked at them differently.
You look great.
How's Angela?
It is because of these pop culture phenomena that movie making has never been the same, and neither has music. Even in today's music, it can be seen, although mainly in rock and metal genres. Their politically driven power is ever present in their songs. The insurgence of action movies that came in the 80s after the war depicted shell-shock lifestyle. One of these movies is Rambo. Hard action movies like these invented ways to get the veterans' respect back by showing how hard their time in man actually was.
It's over, Johnny. It's over!
Nothing is over! Nothing! You just don't turn it off! It wasn't my war!